Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Eador Imperium, our Sandbox campaign. This episode, what we're going to focus on is really consolidating the provinces that we have right now. We only have 2 of them, but if we look at the numbers, this main province, the Stronghold, has been explored for 69%. It's not too bad, but it's still affecting the gold income from that province. And the new one is only at 24%, so it's highlighted in red, meaning that it's not a good thing. It's not just the gold generation that is going to be the problem, but also the population might get discontent. Right now they're still okay. I think they're content. But that could actually change, and there could be rebellions and uprisings, and you don't want to deal with that. You want to control your provinces. Simply stabilize them, and before you move on. Because like I said, it's not too difficult to grab another province around us, but you're going to be dealing with too many provinces that are not explored, and it can lead to a mess, so let's avoid that. So what I'm going to do right now, this episode, is, like I said, we're going to focus on these 2 provinces. Doesn't mean it's going to be boring, because we'll still have battles, and we're going to conquer some locations. This one has 10 locations, this one has 3, and as I mentioned before, while we explore, this number can go up, and we already did discover one here last episode. The other thing that I want to touch upon right now is the population itself. The new province, and you can see this blue bar here that says population growth, and it states that it takes 22 turns for the population to grow in that one. As you can probably expect, the higher the population, the higher the income is going to be. Population growth is actually a pretty important aspect of the game. There are several ways to influence that. You can use rituals, which is, like we discussed last time, it's similar to magic spells, but rituals are spells focused on the hero or province on the global map, this map, so they cannot be used in the battlefield. So there are rituals to kind of work on that population growth a little bit, but there's also buildings that we can place in the province itself. Let me show you one of those. This is the building that I was thinking about, the granary. So it increases population growth, reduces the risk of famine in this province. It's only 20 gold, so it's actually pretty cheap. Right now we cannot build it because it requires a building in the capital province, and that building is the pottery building. We can go to the capital province and queue that one up. We're still getting that magic building, that second magic school. Last time we started this because I wanted to get that healing ritual. If we click on this, you can see that healing ritual, the Chalice of Life, which is very, very handy to have. Plus the spells are really not that bad either. So that's kind of what we have in the queue right now. We're going to focus on getting that granary, so we need the pottery first. That's this one. Let's queue this up. And as soon as the pottery is done, we can then jump over back to the province and build that granary to get some population growth going there. Now if we look at the capital, you can see that it has more bubbles, and the blue progress bar is further along, but actually the population growth in that one takes 23 turns, because it's a larger village, and it needs more population to actually hit that next level, but that next level will come with quite a boost of income. Another reason as to why you really want to explore this up and really reap the benefits of that income, that growth of the population. Let's look at the army again to remind us what happened last time. We had some battles. Actually, no bad battles this time, but we have one guy that is still recuperating. So he's at 9 out of 17. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk the hero back to this main hold, stronghold, main castle. Because also last episode we were able to build the crossbow school. If we click on here, it actually shows us that we can recruit a crossbowman. And the setup of our army is going to be that we're mostly doing ranged damage with a couple of tanks in front. We're fairly low on gold. We still generate 31 gold per turn, so that is actually pretty good. But we might get pretty close to not being able to afford the crossbowman. We'll see. Otherwise, there's other ways to actually potentially reap some gold rewards here. Let's get the hero first of all back to the province. I'm just thinking we have our building queue here. We're going to wait for the granary to be available in this one. And let's quickly look at the rituals, because of the magic school that we studied or built last time, we have that ritual available. It's a fair wind ritual, and it should be cast on your hero. It increases the mobility by 4. And mobility has everything to do with the global map. Speed has everything to do with the battle map. I prefer speed over mobility, to be honest, but it's not bad. In case we need it and we need to rush him somewhere, then we can use his ability to get him faster to his destination. Everything is set up. Let's end the turn. Alright, there we go. And as I mentioned before, I didn't find a way to turn the tooltips off. I would still advise you to read them if you have a chance, and they go pretty fast, but they are kind of repetitive. You would have a chance to read them. Okay, so the sanctuary is done, that second school of magic. Let's construct that. Let's actually immediately go to our magic part of the hero. So you see the 3 spells are now available. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab this one. We have Curse. And let me show you what it does. It reduces all attack attributes of the target by 2, reduces all defense attributes and resistance by 1. Not a bad spell. It's actually a pretty good one. Then we have the Bless. And increases all attack and defense attributes of the target by 1. And then we have the Cure Wounds. Replenishes the hit points of the target by 7. So that's actually really a nice heal spell. Because we don't have a devoted healer yet, it's pretty handy to have this on the hero, on the scout, just in case. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this air shield. We have 2 of them. You click on the X. It sounds pretty dramatic. Are you sure you wish to delete this spell? I think they should have phrased it maybe a little different, like maybe remove the spell. Because we're not deleting it, we're just removing it from our book. And if you click yes, you can grab it again if you want to. So it's not as if you lose that spell forever. But we're going to grab the Cure Wounds. Place them in there. I think that will make our army overall a little bit stronger. Especially, you know, if you can heal the tanks up front. We built that building, so the next one in the queue is going to be that pottery building for 82. And right now we're only at 63 because that magic school is actually pretty expensive. Also means that we cannot really afford that crossbow guy. But that's not going to be a problem. What we can do is we actually have this second ritual available now, the Chalice of Life. It costs 15 gems and it has a 4-turn cooldown, so that's actually not bad at all. Let's cast that on our hero because one of our guys is still healing up. It's not going to completely heal him up, but at least it will get him pretty close to being back at full health. Here he is. He is now at 15 out of 17, so that is pretty good. And what we can do is, because we don't have the gold for the crossbow guy, let's simply visit one of the locations here. We have 10 of them. Some of them we actually have details on because we kind of explored them, like giant spiders. From experience, and you probably have that feeling as well that gargoyles might be a little bit tough, or dark druids, demons, Cult of the Phoenix. I'm actually not familiar with them or what would happen here. But we have some orcs, our good friends the orcs, so we can actually give that a shot. You click here for the visit of the location. You select the orcs. Nothing we can build here. We have the building queue up here, but we don't have the gold yet. And there's nothing else we can do right now, so let's end that turn and get into battle. Well, Mutt has a good feeling about this one. The enemy is doomed. Mutt has reached the entrance of a dark cave. This place is in bad repute with the locals for a reason. The cave is obviously inhabited and its inhabitants don't look very friendly. 4 orcs. We've seen them before. It's going to be a different battle this time because we have our spells, and I think we also have 1 additional swordsman. It should be an easy fight, unless I mess up. But let's try not to do that. Plenty of hills. I like the side of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my... We cannot place him there yet. I'm going to move my hero on this hill, the bowman on this hill, and I will move the tanks up front. So I'm going to move him here. No, this is impassable, so it's probably best to move him here, here or there, and then the tanks can just move up. If needed, maybe we'll just sit back and just pick them off. Alright, pretty happy with this. Let's see how they're situated here. We have the Witch Doctor. That's the guy that can cast magic and also has that surprising melee attack that does a lot of damage. If you look at the bottom there, the information, it shows the 12 and the 7. So that's pretty substantial compared to a swordsman or a 7/7. So we have the 2 orcs. They won't even make it to us. Well, they should not be making it to us. Or maybe I will let a swordsman get the finishing blow on them. And the orc club thrower, he is in the back. We can always slow him down. Let's just make the movements. Yep. Let's face this one. We'll move him up here. And remember that the moment you walk uphill, you lose 1 stamina. Okay. Alright, that's all for this now. He already starts his casting. He has 3 ammo left, the 3 arrows on the bottom. That is ammo for his ranged magic spells. Let's use the hero. We're going to cast Air Shield on that swordsman that was attacked. Even though the Air Shield is really improving your range defense, it also increases the magic resistance by 1. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually is going to double this guy's magic resistance because he only has 1 right now. It will help a little bit. There we go. Make sure we face the enemy. He's done for the turn. We're going to leave him here. Since he lost 1 stamina, we can actually get that back if we simply tell him to rest. Skip a turn in order to restore some stamina. It's not much he's going to do right now anyways. I'm going to keep him on that hill. There we go. He didn't lose any stamina. I'm going to move him here. And I'm going to move him up the hill. Always make sure you face the enemy. It could be that the Witch Doctor is of course going to target this guy now. Oh no. Okay. Works for me. So he got his stamina back. Now they are ranged of our scouts. They have 18 health, 19 health. The scout is going to do 7 damage. So are they in range of this guy? Yeah. It's going to do 5 damage. These one are impassable, so that is really nice there. This one guy is going to be forced on this hill, and this guy is going to be forced on this hill, which is perfect. Let's pick this one off. Okay. Okay, I did not know that was turned off. There we go. Okay, that helps. Let's see. Do I want to move him up? No, I'm going to leave him here for now. Also keep in mind that hills do not give you any kind of bonus against magic attacks from them, or hills only give you a bonus against melee. The bonus against ranged attacks is that forest back here. Not that they have a club thrower, but just saying for any upcoming battles. It's really important that you get familiar with the terrain, because I mean that's the fun part of the game for me. Try to make the best out of it and try to have some fun, and instead of just waltzing over them. Okay, he's pretty persistent. That means that he has 1 cast left. I'm going to use that Cure Wounds. So, there we go. He's done. He's going to stay here. He's going to stay here for now. This one just keeps on shooting. Okay, that means that this next turn he's going to be gone. Alright. Let's see. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to cast slow on this guy. Actually, I'm not going to cast slow on this guy because he's standing on hill. And let me double check one thing here. He has 1 movement speed, so next move he's going to be here. It's better to cast the slow on him then, so we can actually have him stuck on a non-hill terrain, which is easier for us to do damage. We're going to finish him off real quick. So what I can do is in the meantime, we have 2 slows. Nah, this guy's nowhere near us. I don't want to postpone this battle. How many hours do we have left? 7? I'll just A little bit of damage. Okay. Well, he has no more cast left, so he's now forced to come into melee range. So now we're going to do the slow. And our archer does not much damage on this guy. I could come closer to hit him here, but I'm not going to do that because he's going to counter-attack at that moment. And yeah, we don't want to deal with that. Alright, end of turn. I'm not sure as to why he moved, because he has a slow. He only has one movement speed as we looked at. And let's have a look here. Spell has decreased the unit speed by 2. The unit loses 1 stamina point each turn. So he would have no movement speed. I mean, I've used this spell several games and I've never seen him move. So I'm not really sure as to why that is happening. How much damage are we doing here? Hopefully I can kill him without using the hero. Okay, we're gonna slow. We're gonna slow this guy. He has 0 movement. He has his debuff for 6 turns. I want to see if he's gonna move because I don't understand why that happened. Okay, he has 2 arrows, 6 arrows. We're gonna move him back. I don't want him to fall victim to our witch doctor there. Okay, good turn. No, he's not moving, so I'm not really sure what was going on. Maybe one of those mysteries that, you know, is unexplainable. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that because it kind of nullifies my spell and my excitement about that spell if they just move because they are not supposed to, I think. Either way, let's do some damage on this guy. Okay. Alright. Alright, he's not moving. I'm not sure why that other guy moved. Okay. We'll just keep picking him off. He's out of arrows, so he's going to be pretty much useless the rest of this fight. Okay. The hero has 4 arrows. He's not doing much damage at all. Can he reach him? 4 to 7, but it will give him a counter attack. So what I'm going to do is hopefully I can get some damage in with the hero. Okay, and this will hopefully be, yeah, a short kill, so he actually will not get a counter in. Great. Okay, so if he had parry, he would be able to have parried me for damage, but he doesn't have parry. Alright, so we're dealing with this guy who's still stuck for 3 turns, or, well, he's supposed to be. There we go. The hero has 3 arrows. Yeah, he's stuck on a hill, isn't he? And after that he's going to go here. Okay, I'm going to move him up. I'm going to save my arrow. Okay, well, he's still not moving. Okay. Let's see. How much defense does he have? There's only 2 defense and 1 ranged. But he's standing on that hill. He can throw 2 times more. He walks to another hill. Oh, we're just gonna wait. Okay, well. We'll wait once more. There he is. Okay. That's a lot more damage. There we go. Now I want to move him closer. I don't want him to sneak on that hill, so we're going to step a little bit closer and do some damage. Okay. And this should finish him off. Okay. That's not too bad. We got 18 gold from the fight itself. Our hero got a new level increase, so as you know, the hero has 3 options to level up. It could be health and health, command, and magic. And besides that, he has choices between 3 abilities to upgrade. Let's see what they're offering. Because these are always changing. There's like 10 or 12 abilities that can pop up here. There's always 3, but 12 different ones. Exploration, scouting, archery, pathfinding. I actually like the archery one because it gives our hero more damage because of the precise shot. And the ammo +1, so he gets actually one more shot in a battle. That can actually be really handy. So we're going to pick that one. We found 61 gold and 1 gem on the battlefield itself. And we could use that because of a Crossbow Guy. Now we can build a pottery building, but if we do that, that means that we will lose out on the Crossbow Guy. Let's postpone this. And let's first get that Crossbow Guy. 93. Okay, we're going to grab him. And I'm going to put that other guy, the wounded one, in our garrison for faster healing. How much do we have left? 80. Yeah, and I think the building was 83 or... Yeah, so I prefer to have the Crossbow Guy right now so we can actually leave and look for another fight. Is there anything in this capital that we can do? Any easy ones? Not quite. Let's run the hero back here. Because we bought the Crossbow Guy, the upkeep is actually slightly less, or the upkeep is higher, but I keep mixing that up. The gold income is less overall. Ritual is on cooldown. We don't need this one because we're just jumping one province here. Okay. Let's get that done. Next turn we should be able to build that pottery. Here we go. And we can construct the pottery. But we unfortunately don't have enough for the granary yet. We have 16. Granary is 20. And as you can see, the gold generation is up from 19 to 21 because the pottery gives you +2 gold itself. So, next turn, we can build the granary here. What kind of locations do we have here? Not want to mess with those. The undead is pretty interesting if we had that other guy with us, but let's explore and hopefully we'll discover some new locations that we can actually visit and conquer. Exploration is really low, so let's get that show on the road. We found a ruined tower. Let's examine. Okay, he's pretty positive about this. The inhabitants of the old citadel have noticed the party and are preparing for battle. Okay. Oh, it's more orcs. Alright. Let's do this. Now we have only 1 tank but 1 Crossbow Guy as a replacement, and I think that's actually even better battle for us because we didn't really need those 2 tanks last fight at all. Okay, let's see. 1 hill here, 1 hill here. Let's see. Okay. I might put 1 tank here. I can move there as well. He has the Crossbow Guy has only 4 range compared to the bowman who has 5 and my scout who has 5. So we probably want him on that hill. Yeah, let's do it this way. Okay. So the tank is on the wrong side of the map. But that makes it possibly possible for my hero to get here. Let's see, we've got the 2 orcs, Witch Doctor with his range, and Club Throw. What is his range on that spell? Let's see it. Okay, let's hold off on this guy. This is our weakest guy. I don't want these guys to be hit by that spell, so what I want to do is I want to move him up. There's no stamina cost of walking into the forest, so that's good. I'm gonna walk the hero up hopefully to draw out some of his spells. Let's do it that way. I'm going to walk behind here. I'm just kind of worried that if I move the Crossbow Guy here that he's going to cast on the Crossbow Guy. There's 4 spells, right? Okay. Alright, let's see what he does. Okay, so far so good. That worked. We're going to slow one of them. I'm going to slow you. I'm going to risk it. Otherwise I'll back him off again. He has 3 more spells. Or casts. Okay. Perfect. My hero has 3 magic resists, so they only have 1 and 1. I'm pretty sure they are in range, but normally you see the computer actually swap targets to the most vulnerable one. So he's slowed, he's casting. This is the range guy. We do 6 to 9 damage on him, and we do 5 to 8 on him. He's going to step in this forest, upon which it will be more difficult for us to do damage to him, but we... Yeah, what I'm going to do is, let's see what this range is. Nope. Nope. Okay. His defense is higher than this guy. I'm going to shoot at this guy then. Shall I move him closer? Oh, he has only 2 casts left. I have a heal, so it should be okay. Let's move him there. He actually has 2 movements, so he can actually move and shoot, which is nice. There we go. And we're going to move him up slightly. Let's see what that Orc Witch Doctor is going to do. Oh, that's fine by me. Okay. He did not walk, or hasn't reached this forest yet. He's going to be in range of our Crossbow Guy. 13 left. He's going to do 8 damage. We could actually kill him with the 2 of them, but he has 1 movement if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So we can actually freeze him there with our slow. And okay. Oh, we also have him here. You see that the bowman does 1 to 4 damage. Crossbow Guy does 2 to 5. And the reason is that, like I explained in, I think that was the 1st or 2nd episode, Crossbow Guy has armor penetration and basically ignores half of his armor. Does a lot more damage than the bowman. But he has further range and more movement. Let's start chipping away at this guy. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, there's a big chance you can probably kill him. Nice. Okay. This guy's still stuck. This guy is casting his last spell right now, his last cast. He has range of 2, so he comes actually not in our range, or should it be? Okay, that's fine. Now we're going to slow him. And rinse and repeat. Now he's outside of our range. If I move him here on the hill, then he will actually be in range for him to throw at him, so I'm not going to do that. He has to move. He's out of his cast, so he's going to be melee right now. Not to be underestimated. Let me see, he's stuck for 5 turns. I'm actually going to start shooting at this guy. The other guy should be able, the other archer should be able to finish this guy off. He still has 4 arrows, 3 arrows. Oh. Okay. Can he finish him off? Perfect. So he actually has 2 killing blows. Hopefully he will level up. The bowman can shoot at him. We'll take it. You can actually move him up now. What is the cooldown? 1 turn. Okay. Alright. Three arrows, 7 damage, possibly. There we go. Well, let's call him the finisher. Yeah. We're gonna move him on the hill in a moment. Can he move? Perfect. him up the hill. There we go. This kind of highlights as to why I like that slow spell, besides the snafu that happened in the previous battle, which I'll do some research on, but I think it might be a glitch, but I've been wrong before. Just for practice sake, always face the enemy. Here he comes. He has no armor. He has 1 defense, 1 range defense. Let's start shooting at him. Nicely in range. 4 or 3 guys. Yeah, that's no. I could finish him again with the crossbow guy. Can he finish him? It may kill. Well, I'll give you a chance to get the finishing blow. Well, he had his chance, so... Oh, he's out of arrows. That is kind of funny. And he can't reach him, so... Oh, he's out of arrows as well. Okay. That is kind of funny. Can he reach him for the finishing blow? Perfect. Okay, that was a pretty smooth battle. I didn't even use my cure wounds on my hero, which I should have done. We got 21 gold. The bowman gained a level either way, so he can either pick morale or stamina. I prefer morale. Crossbow guy can have hit points or morale. I'm gonna go for the hit points, in case some magic caster is gonna harass him in one of the upcoming battles. He has a little bit more health. We found 77 gold, 11 gems, and a buckler that we can sell for 15 gold. Not a bad haul. We'll take it. Alright. So looking at that, we're in pretty good shape. I'm not too worried about the hero's health. He always has that spell, so we're in pretty good shape there. That ritual is going to be available next turn. And let's see how our guy is doing in the garrison. Yeah, he's still quite a ways away. 6 points. Does the hero have room for him? Yep, we do. So what I'm going to do is let me run back, grab him, use that spell the next turn on him, or actually on the hero and his army, so everybody's healed nicely up, and then we'll continue exploring this province and getting some loot. And right now we can actually build that granary. There we go. Income is still 21 positive, so that is good. I'm going to leave it here for now. And next turn, like I said, we're going to run back here, pick up our guy, heal up, and explore this province to a greater extent. And hopefully run into some other creatures and mobs besides orcs. And because, you know, we have fought them, I think, 4 times, 5 times. Either way, thank you again for listening to my rambling. I'm recovering from a cold, so I hope my voice wasn't too bad. And hopefully I'll catch you in the next episode. Thank you guys. Have a good one.